News coming to you live from the studio of MTV at 19 hours 30. Trafficking in Persons 2017-2018 action plan launched as the head of state vows it is the responsibility of the state to protect its citizens. Government to begin the promotion process of social cohesion at a primary school level, and a long-term plan being developed for vendors currently at Russell Square, Stabroek. Meanwhile, Babita Sarju's mother testified in court today as she continues to seek closure into the matter concerning her daughter's alleged murder. Those are the headlines for News Update here on MTV. The details and more when the news returns.
Compares to the class and beauty of Beeson windows and doors, engineered by professionals and built to last longer than the competition. Buy 10 windows and get one 24x16 bathroom window absolutely free. No tricks, no gimmicks, and no hidden fees. Prices starting from $13.5 VAT inclusive. So visit our showroom today at Lot 1228 New Eccles Industrial Site or BPAT's building on Regent Street and save big on UPVC or aluminum windows. To order now, call 622-4197 or 226-1292.
Step into A&M Collections located on Regent Street next door to DM Beauty World and try our unique and trendy styles in the latest ladies and men's footwear. A&M Collections located on Regent Street next door to DM Beauty World is open 8:30 to 6 p.m. daily. Step into A&M Collections and step out in style.
Good evening, I'm Gavin Bino with the details of the news. As specialized attention is to be paid on aspects of combating trafficking in persons, President David Granger expressed that it is the state's duty to protect its citizens who are subject to trafficking, which is provided for under the Constitution.
The Ministerial Task Force on Trafficking in Persons on Wednesday, January 18, 2016, launched a National Plan of Action for the prevention and response to trafficking in persons. It was revealed that in 2016, there was over 100% increase in trafficking of victims, with 89% of them being females. Speaking at the ceremony, President David Granger says it's a responsibility of the state to protect its citizens under the Constitution, as humans are not subject to be trafficked. With trafficking being one of the fastest growing crimes in the world, it has been noted that victims of the scourge are often silent and held against their own will. As such, those victims must be provided with assistance to reintegrate them into society, at the same time prosecuting those responsible for the gruesome act.
We are successfully prosecuting traffickers. We are collaborating with counter-trafficking non-governmental organizations, international organizations, and friendly countries. We are strengthening the interministerial coordination of our efforts. As I pointed out, 7 of the 15 ministries in our cabinet are represented in the task force. We are financing a shelter and enhancing psychosocial services to victims. We have this year started the establishment of a corps of wardens, and these wardens will be going into mining and logging settlements and along border areas where trafficking has been prevalent.
In stating that silence is violence, Minister of Public Security Cameron Ramjetan added that corruption is not a culture but a choice, and persons must speak out in an effort to end the scourge. Ramjetan expressed his belief that with public and multilateral support, much more can be done in combating the issue, which is oftentimes neglected.
And with the public support and bilateral and multilateral international support, so much more than 85% can happen. Let us commit individually to lend a hand in this effort against trafficking, as against all other crimes and forms of corruption, all other illicit and illegal activities. I honestly believe that we can do it.
Meantime, the Social Protection Ministry is committed to continue investing in the effort to counter trafficking in the country, which oftentimes impedes health and economic growth. Sandy Ramutar for MTV's News Update.
Included in the 2017-2018 plans for the prevention and response for trafficking in persons, 20 civil society members will be trained in an effort to identify and report such issues. Also, approaches will be made to 5 businesses to aid in facilitating trafficking in persons awareness, where a request would be made for them to accommodate slogans against the scourge. A user-friendly booklet on the Counter Trafficking in Persons Act will also be developed in an effort to strengthen and improve crime prevention models of human trafficking. After being removed from the helm of the Public Health Ministry and placed at the Ministry of Social Cohesion, Dr. George Norton still remains a strong and proud member of the Coalition Party.
The constant bout of criticisms from the opposition party has landed Dr. George Norton at the Social Cohesion Ministry after being removed by President David Granger from heading the Public Health Ministry. The head of state, in explaining the move, had claimed that the decision is a positive one, noting that it was premised on the heavy criticisms in the Public Health Ministry that affected Cabinet. The reshuffling of Cabinet was decided upon despite Dr. Norton had expressed his preference of being at the Health Ministry. Weeks after the decision was made, Dr. Norton says he remains loyal to the coalition and will continue to be a proud member notwithstanding the transfer.
I'm proud to be part of a coalition. The coalition system moved us out of an era that we are not proud of. That was referred to as the disturbance. And we run into independence in 1966 under a coalition government.
In emphasizing that the coalition government is the best for the nation, the Social Cohesion Minister stated that he will be a strong member of the party as the President desires.
This coalition that we have now, which involves 6 political parties, is a plus for Guyana. And our President in every occasion says he wants each and every member of the coalition to be strong. And that I support 100%.
Dr. Norton's tenure as the Public Health Minister was marred by calls from the People's Progressive Party for him to be fired, specifically for the infamous drug bun contract. He was chastised for telling the National Assembly that a contract to the tune of $12.5 million per month was signed with Linden Holding Company that was sole source to store medical drugs. Dr. Norton's rationale was that the PPP government paid New GPC Inc. $19 million monthly as storage fee, which was revealed to be a fallacy. This saw him being sent to the Parliamentary Privileges Committee and being compelled to apologize to the National Assembly. The series of events led to Cabinet's reshuffle, sending Dr. Norton to the Social Cohesion Ministry, while Minister Valda Lawrence was placed at the Public Health Ministry and her colleague Amna Ali was assigned to the Social Protection Ministry. Godfrey Brooms, MTV News Update.
Coming up, government to begin the promotion process of social cohesion at a primary school level and a long-term plan being developed for vendors currently at Russell Square, Stabroek.
Hey, you have a growing flesh there, and there too, and there is another one. Those ugly and annoying growing flesh like a plague, ignoring them, and before you know, you have them everywhere. SlimJet presenting Coliomac, the most effective growing flesh and wart remover. Painlessly remove ugly growing flesh is the quick and effective way. Get soft, smooth, growing flesh-free skin, guarantee. Just apply Coliomac twice a day and the growing flesh just dry up and fall off. Easy, quick and painless. Stop suffering and feeling embarrassed. Remove those ugly growing flesh with Coliomac. Only at the SlimJet, City Mall 2nd floor or in New Amsterdam 22 Asylum and Main Route, Berbice.
popular demand. It's Giftland's 3-day yard sale, and everything must go. We've got used construction material, clothing, electrical items, household items, and much, much more. Sale starts January 20th to 22nd. Check our Facebook pages for more details. Giftland, one company delivering greatness.
The news continues on MTV. Education has been cited as a primary tool by the Social Cohesion Ministry in promoting national unity and reduction of segregation among communities, which oftentimes drive division.
In their bid to promote relations across communities, the Ministry of Social Cohesion will be implementing civil education at the primary level in the school system. This is done in an effort to develop social cohesiveness at a tender age among other ethnic backgrounds. Subject Minister Dr. George Norton says, among the 5 areas prompted to support social cohesiveness, education is a key for its commencement.
We've gone so far as to produce a draft of a book that we hope that will be used nationally for that is referred to as civil education.
In addition to this, the Ministry, in collaboration with the Education Ministry, will soon make available reference materials at the primary level, all in its collaborative effort to foster national unity.
Education is one of the means that the ministry is going to use to achieve its goal. Where we are going to promote this whole idea of being patriotic, of knowing our country, and getting all involved and on board.
Additionally, 30 consultations will be held this year with key stakeholders to increase civil participation in the country. The reference booklet, which is presently in its draft form, is currently with President David Granger awaiting approval. Sandy Ramutar for MTV's News Update.
Minister of Agriculture Noel Holder says the proposed increased rates for drainage and irrigation is necessary to finance the services of the Mahaikonia-Barry Agricultural Development Authority and to ensure the authority does not become another Gaisuku. The Minister via release said that the MMA received $357 million from central government for 2017, but this, along with the current drainage and irrigation rates, cannot meet the authority's operating cost. Holder remains adamant that the increase in rates is not an unfair move. The increased rates have been condemned by farmers as well as the opposition leader Barrett Jagdeo. Following the constant relocation of vendors around the Stabrook Market area, Georgetown's Mayor Patricia Chase Green affirms that the council's long-term plan for vending is to house the merchants appropriately. According to the city mayor, this decision was made based on advice received from President David Granger.
Vendors in the city are continuously being transferred from location to location by City Hall since the council has no immediate plan for them. They were initially removed from around Stabrook Square and placed opposite the Route 43 bus park, a place known as Parliament View Mall. Those vendors now occupy Russell Square after they were expelled from the Parliament View Mall. Their residence at the new location is not stable as the council is still trying to relocate them whilst a permanent structure is expected to be built, a quest that they were on since May 2016. During an exclusive interview with City Mayor Patricia Chase Green, she stated that the council intends to construct proper facilities for vendors to ply their trade comfortably, a recommendation given by President David Granger during his address to the full council.
The long-term plan for those at the Parliament View Mall is in keeping with the President's proposal, which the council would have accepted, that everybody be properly housed.
In the interim, the mayor noted that vendors from Parliament View Mall will be allowed to continue operating at Russell Square until the council provides the permanent facility.
For the short term, they will be remaining where they are. It was agreed by the chairman of the Market Public Health Committee when we went on a visit that on the advice of other persons that they were relocated there. And they have expressed their concern that they're quite happy and contented where they are.
The Diana Market Vendors Union has expressed the gratitude with regard to City Hall upholding the President's wish. However, Union President Ian Andrews noted that the issue of vending across the city will not be curbed since there are some mobile vendors.
Whether you have a plan to put people in places where they're undercover, vending has different forms. There'll always be those who will be undercover. There'll always be itinerant vendors who are moving from here to there. So everybody cannot and will not, if you look at it optimistically or factually, there will always be persons walking and plying this way, right?
Godfrey Brooms, MTV News Update.
Still to come, ERC and the Social Cohesion Ministry roles differ as commissioners blamed for body being defunct. And several factors including cost and inconvenience are behind the change in MASH 2017 route.
Are you looking for fine locally manufactured furniture? Look no more. Shop and save big time at Samakia Woodworking Incorporated. Come visit us and experience great bargains on all bed sets. Also, enjoy giveaways on selected items. Existing customers get bigger discounts. If you don't see what you're looking for, ask our friendly staff and they will be happy to assist you. Walk with your designs and we will customize your furniture specially for you. Layaway plan available and free delivery around Georgetown. Samakia Woodworking Incorporated. Telephone number 231-6020.
Welcome to Rosignol's Butchery. Here you'll find the freshest, most tender and flavorful meats, including steaks, burgers, sausages, minced meat, fish, and more, plus packaged meats and cheeses. All this in a highly hygienic atmosphere. In our store, there is a wide variety of canned goods, sauces, and marinades. Our friendly staff will cater to all your needs. Rosignol Butchery. We meet your needs. 7374 Church Street, Georgetown. Telephone 223-0004.
In today's fast-paced world of modern finance, with its many options and opportunities, you will need good advice and help getting value for your money. Hand-in-Hand Trust is the way to go. From owning your own home or business, with our residential and commercial mortgages, we'll help you realize your dreams. You can also access investment deposit accounts, share brokerage services, personal trust, thrift and pension plan trusteeship, property management, investment portfolio management, safe deposit boxes, the convenience of our Cambio, Western Union, and Bill Express services. Hand-in-Hand Trust for financial services and more, helping you get the most out of your financial resources and your life.
You're still with News Update. Welcome back. Assurance has been given by the Social Cohesion Minister, Dr. George Norton, that the functions of his ministry is not assuming the roles of the Ethnic Relations Commission. In this regard, the minister guaranteed the commission will be reactivated shortly.
The Ethnic Relations Commission has been defunct since the term of the commissioners came to an end in 2007. Since then, there have been calls from the then opposition party, who is now in government, for the commission to be reactivated. The coalition party, following their victory in the 2015 snap elections, created the Social Cohesion Ministry that is responsible for, as its name suggests, uniting the nation. Though the idea of creating social harmony resonates well with the parliamentary opposition, it is their claim that the Social Cohesion Ministry is assuming the functions of the Ethnic Relations Commission, ERC. Former chairman of the ERC, Juan Egil, had also questioned the reason for allegedly endowing the Social Cohesion Ministry with all the responsibility of the ERC. However, the newly suited Minister of Social Cohesion, Dr. George Norton, is debunking all claims of his ministry overtaking the roles of the ERC.
The Ministry of Social Cohesion extends much a wider reach than Ethnic Relations Commission.
Specific to the commission, Dr. Norton, speaking exclusively with News Update, assured us that the government is keen on reactivating the ERC. When asked the reason behind the commission being defunct, Dr. Norton opted to cast the blame on the bodies that the commissioners are chosen from.
We had some setbacks because entities where representatives are chosen from are in a dynamic process. 5 years ago, some might not have been existing, some might have been existing that is not existing now, and it's a process that we have to do after every so many years.
Article 212A of the Constitution of Guyana provides for an Ethnic Relations Commission that is to provide the equality of opportunity between persons of different ethnic groups and to provide harmony and good relations between such persons and to promote the elimination of all forms of discrimination on the basis of ethnicity, among other tasks. The Commission remains inactive 20 months after the coalition assumed the governance, despite their promise during the campaign trail to revive the ERC. Godfrey Brooms, MTV, News Update.
The International Union of Food, Agricultural, Hotel, Restaurant, Catering, Tobacco and Allied Workers Association is standing in solidarity with the sugar workers of Guyana. At the 5th Caribbean Regional Conference, the IUF reiterated their full support of the thousands of sugar workers and their unions in the struggle against Gaisuku. The union is calling for discussions between government and the unions with a view to safeguard the sugar industry and to protect jobs. The IUF also condemned the closure of the Wales factory and called for a reversal of the decision, while criticizing the plans to sell all the estates. The government has also been urged to neglect such plans, which could see thousands of Guyanese facing a most uncertain and bleak future, according to the union. As a result of current developments regarding the change in the Mashramani Float Parade, the Department of Culture today met with the media fraternity to address the issue, which is causing many to question the move, especially in the social domain. Apart from the Church Street route being inconvenient, other factors including cost, security and accommodation were the driving forces behind the change in route for the parade. Sandy Ramatar has more for us.
As persons in and around the country anticipate the usual Mashramani celebrations, efforts are being made to effectively plan for the Grand Gala. To this end, over $90 million will be spent to culminate events across the country. This was revealed by MASH coordinator Lennox Canterbury. Explaining the route the parade will now take, Canterbury noted that it will proceed from the Stabroek Square, then on to the Brick Dam stretch, and will continue into the Jubilee Park for the final round of judging. Following the reasoning behind the change in location, the MASH coordinator further explained that there were several factors surrounding the previous Church Street commencement point.
But to take back the parade within that Church Street, between Church and Orvin Street there, which is where the brunt of the people would have, well, of course you have Vlissingen Road where the party goers be, but the brunt of the people along the mall, that would be a little costly exercise, and we don't think it would work well with the plans for the greening of the Merrimon Mall coming from way down Church Street to Orvin Street.
The event will see 11 flag-raising ceremonies and celebration at the regional and national levels, commencing with the Children's Float Parade competition on January 23 in Anna Regina. While calypso, chutney, dancing and steel pan are set to be part of the range of events, the soca segment, which is anticipated by many, was not listed among the calendar of activities. With the Culture Department citing it as unfortunate, the official with responsibilities for the music segment of the celebrations, Andrew Tyndale, says this was owing to the refusal of continuous sponsorship by Anson McCall. However, the company which sponsored the event for the last decade has indicated that it is currently focusing on rebranding, and as such, funding will be placed on 3 events to be held during the month of celebrations with the inclusion of a soca segment.
At that point, it was a bit too late for the ministry to plan the competition in time for MASH. So we wouldn't be having a soca competition for MASH. However, knowing that that's a genre of music that a lot of young people are involved in, the ministry will later in the year have a national music festival, and a soca competition will be a part of that festival. So it's not that the ministry has decided that, well, Anson McCallus pulled out, and so there'll be no soca.
Guyana became a republic in 1970 and will be celebrating 47 years come February 23 under the theme Celebration with Liberty, Dignity and Greater Unity. Sandy Ramotar for MTV's News Update.
Babita Sarju's mother, Shampa Sionarain, testified in court today as she continues to seek closure into the matter concerning her daughter's alleged murder and shallow grave burial. And the businessman has been found guilty of fraud after being initially charged 1 year ago. These and more when Court Roundup returns, which will be followed by this week's Tech Wrap with Rajesh Lakan.
Mark?
I'm in the kitchen.
This is amazing! I love your tiles.
Make an impression with the finest tiles imported by Lens. Lens has a huge selection of various tiles for your wall, floor, and pool needs. All of our tiles are of grade A quality, which are the highest quality tile rated. That means they last longer and are less likely to damage or crack. We're the sole distributor for many reputable companies around the world. At Lens, we have special deals for contractors and bulk shoppers. Shop at any of our 3 locations to get the best in tiles. Lens, our product, your creation.
You can be a millionaire by only spending $100 on a Daily Million ticket. Simply pick any 5 numbers from 1 to 26, or you can buy a quick pick for your chance to win the Daily Millions. Purchase your tickets daily, Monday through Saturday, to get a chance to win $1 million every day. So, feeling lucky? Then buy a Daily Millions ticket today. Remember, a ticket today could make you rich today.
Modern Optical Service has made it even better by introducing its budgeted spectacle line, starting as low as $10,000 for single vision lens and $12,000 for bifocal lens, available in tinted or clear, complete spectacles at affordable prices. So hurry down to our main office at 316 Middle Street or Lot 14 Diamond Public Road opposite Demerara Bank. Enjoy over 60 years of eye care experience at affordable prices. Modern Optical Service, your eye care professionals.
News from the Georgetown Magistrates Court for Wednesday, January 18, 2017. Champo Sinarain, mother of murdered Babita Sarjun, today testified before Chief Magistrate Emma Clennon in the preliminary inquiry. Shirnanan Narain and his co-accused Daryl Ponton were initially charged on May 22, 2016 with the murder of Babita Sarju. Reports leading up to the discovery of Sarju's remains 6 years after she was reported missing indicated that she had left her home to go to the motorcade with Narain, who had called her on November 4, 2010, the same day she was reported missing. During her testimony today, Champo explained to the court that was the last time she had seen her daughter. She was later cross-examined by attorney Nigel Hughes, who represented Daryl Ponton. However, it was heard by the court that 2 more family witnesses are yet to testify against the 2 accused. The matter has been adjourned for continuation on January 19, 2017. In the meantime, a businessman was today sentenced to 2 years imprisonment after he was found guilty before the court. Ganraj Raghubir was initially slapped with 45 charges on January 2016 after the court heard that he allegedly obtained $1 million in total from several persons under the pretext that he would provide them with visas for the United States. The charges against Raghubir stated that he fraudulently converted monies given to him by persons for him to either pay the Bank of Baroda for U.S. visa application fees or for him to purchase bank drafts for Canadian visas, for which he converted into his own use and benefit. He was also charged with foregoing a U.S. Embassy appointment letter and also with uttering a document that he purported to be issued by the U.S. Embassy, knowing same to be false. The trial continued where 4 witnesses have testified against him, according to the court's prosecutor, As a result, he was subsequently found guilty before the court today and was sentenced to 2 years imprisonment. In another matter, Andre Alto today made another appearance in court for the continuation of his trial. The accused, who is said to be a pensioner, was initially charged for allegedly driving motor vehicle PMM 39801 in a manner dangerous to the public, whereby causing the death of Dinesh Bissoon on March 6, 2016 on Houston Public Road, East Bank, Demerara. Meanwhile, the prosecution case against the accused has been completed, leaving the defendant to explain his side of the story. After explanation was provided in detail, the matter was adjourned to January 24 for the closing in the defendant's case. Finally, a mother of 9 children was slapped with an unlawful assault charge. Anaya Roberts is being accused of unlawfully assaulting Donette Austin, causing actual bodily harm on December 28, 2016 at Bergdam Road, Georgetown. It was heard by the prosecutor that the virtual complainant was also charged with inflicting grievous bodily harm on Roberts. As such, Roberts, who is said to be a clothes vendor, pled not guilty to the charge and was placed on self-bail. The matter has been adjourned to January 31, 2017. And that concludes MTV's Court Roundup for Wednesday, January 18, 2017. I am Cassandra Knott.
Good evening, welcome to Star Technology Wrap. As always, I'm Rajesh Lakan, and today I have with me Adrian out of Star Technology Technical Department, and we will be discussing the right antivirus to protect your devices. Adrian, go ahead and tell us.
All right, good morning, everyone. Everything is about the internet today. You use the internet, everyone uses the internet. It's about downloading, sharing everything over the internet. Now, today we're going to talk about the antivirus to protect you. There's a lot of hackers out there, right? At Star Computers, we've introduced a new device here whereby you can protect your device, whether it's a cell phone, it's a tablet, it's a laptop.
Tell us some of the benefits in having one of these antivirus software.
Okay, the benefits of having a software like this here is to protect you from any pop-ups that would appear in the computers. Kids will be on the internet browsing, the pages, doing their homework and stuff like that, and a lot of pop-ups will just show up on the computers. Sometimes they read it, sometimes they don't. You just click download, and other stuff comes in the computer like malware, spyware and stuff like that. This software here would protect you from all the pop-ups that harm the system. Hackers out there can get into your system, steal your photos, steal your important documents.
All your privacy.
Correct. Now we have the device right here to protect you. This works with the iOS system, works with Android, Windows, and the Mac system. So you need yourself protected, come down to Star Computers, which is pretty affordable, to get yourself your important documents protected.
What I've noticed is that there's lots of free antivirus online. Are those safe to download?
Yes and no. They're free antiviruses, but they only work for a period of time. But this here, you get 1 year subscription. It's like I said before, it's pretty affordable. Just the price of about $1,900 going up to get 1 year subscription. As opposed to online, it's just valid for like a 30-day trial period, and that's it. You're not protected anymore. So at Star, you get a 1 year subscription when you purchase here.
In terms of installation, is it easy to install?
It's pretty easy to install. You just go to the website for the device. When you buy it, you get a card. The keys on it, you just scratch it off, download, install. It's pretty simple. 1, 2, 3 steps, and that's it.
Any special on these two software?
Right now, like I said, it's $1,900 starting price, and once you come to Star, there's also discounts all through the store. So check us out for the proper protection for your devices.
Adrian, these software, does it only work for one device?
No, it doesn't. You have it work on your cell phone, you have it work on your tablet, you have it work on your laptop. The one subscription could work for all 3 devices for 1 year.
1 year, and after that you gotta renew it.
We renew it, right? Like the same price, like I said, $1,900 up, pretty affordable. As opposed to online, you get the free ones.
Apart from the antivirus software, what else happening in your department?
Well, in the technical department, like I said, we're here for over 20 years right now. Any device you buy downstairs at Star Computers in the store, we have an after-sale service. Most of the products we sell there comes with 1 year warranty, so if there's any problem within the year, you bring it back. Even after the year, you can still come to Star Computers. We're here to help you out.
Well, thank you, Adrian, and that's all we have for you on this week's edition of Star Technology Wrap. Do join us next week, Wednesday, for another edition.
Thanks, Rajesh. That's all the news we have for you. But before we go, let's recap some of what we shared with you this evening. Government to begin the promotion process of social cohesion at a primary school level, and a long-term plan being developed for vendors currently at Russell Square, Stabroek. Meanwhile, Babita Sarju's mother testified in court today as she continues to seek closure into the matter concerning her daughter's shallow grave murder. In case you've just joined us, the newscast can be viewed online on our MTV Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel. As such, we encourage you to subscribe for updates. Additionally, a rebroadcast can be seen later tonight at 23 hours and at 6 hours 30 on Thursday, January 19. On behalf of our news team, I'm Gavin Bino, thanking you for watching. Good night.